Well, by now you are probably the proud owner of a brand new domain name and ready to take the next step towards building your website. And the next step is finding a good host provider for your site. And I've recently done a lot of research on this as I've had to find a new host for my own websites. And I've been contemplating actually of whether or not to get a dedicated server. And as those are quite costly, $200-300 a month, I decided I should put in some time to research that fully. And as a result, I have found out a lot of things about hosts, internet host providers that I didn't know before. And as a result, I have a few tips to share. We won't take the time to go into all of those right now with this tutorial, but check out the article that we've written at Joomla Skills. That'll give you a lot of ideas of what you should watch out for as you search for your host. But what I would like you to do, if you're planning to go ahead with these tutorials on how to build a Joomla website, what I would like you to do is, at least temporarily, go with the same host provider that I'm going to use as I record these video tutorials. And that way, we're all going to be on the same page. We'll all be using the same type of account at the same host provider, using all of the same software that they've set up on their server. And so that way, if anything should go wrong, it's going to go wrong for all of us at the same time, and we'll be able to come up with a solution for it. If you go with some other host provider like GoDaddy.com, they don't even use a lot of the same software that we'll be using as we record these video tutorials. And so there will be cases where you may run into problems that no one else is, and you may be frustrated as to why things aren't working the way you are seeing them on the video tutorials. So just to make things easier, to have a better learning environment, I really recommend if you could go with the same host provider that I'm going to use as I record these tutorials. And what we're going to use, what we're going to recommend, is Pacific Host. This is actually the host that I settled on after doing a couple of weeks of research. Ended up getting a dedicated server with them. But before I did end up going with one of their dedicated server programs, I did try out some of their cheaper programs, and I was quite pleased with the results that I got. So I can highly recommend them, and know that they're a very stable environment. And some of the things that I've found that I really like about Pacific Host is that they have a very quick response time to any support tickets that you place with them. They're usually back to you within a matter of minutes. And as a video producer myself, one of the things that I always look for when I'm searching for a good host is whether or not that they can play video. And Pacific Host is set up to do social media, photo sharing, video sharing, that type of thing. When you look at any one of their hosting plans, even some of their cheap shared server programs, you'll see that they have this FFmpeg certified hosting symbol, and that means that they're optimized to be able to stream video from your website. And more today, people are wanting to share video, whether it's sharing family videos with grandma and grandpa, or actually using video at a business website. People today need and want to stream video, and so it's important that you find a host that actually does that. There's a lot of host providers that actually will not let you stream video. They just throttle you right down, and your videos just won't play at all. And so if video is important to you, I really recommend Pacific Host. And specifically for our video tutorials, we are going to be demonstrating how even these cheap shared accounts will be able to stream video. So with that in mind, and with the idea of all being on the same page as we go through these tutorials on how to build a Joomla website, I'd like to recommend that you go ahead and... Now you might be wondering, well, what plan should we get? As I look at Pacific Host here, we see that you can get plans that start from $249 a month, and go right on up to $159 a month, and even more as you look into dedicated servers and add more features. You can see you can pay $300-400 a month. Well, if you're just trying out the idea of building a Joomla website for the first time, you're going to be able to get away with one of these shared hosting plans for a very low entry fee. Now, as we go in and check out the shared hosting programs, we see that there's 3 options available, running from $249 a month to $10.99 a month. Now, actually, as you check into this a little bit further, you'll see that these prices that they show here are if you sign up for 3 years. Well, we don't want you to do that. We don't want you to commit yourself to a specific host for that length of time. We really only want you to sign up for 1 month. See how it goes, see if you're happy, and if you like, you can probably work it out with them to sign up for a year and maybe get a little bit of savings that way. But if you, let's just go ahead and compare plans, and if you hover over the locked price, if you mouse over it, you'll see that that $249 is only available if you actually sign up for the 3 years. Otherwise, it's $5.99 for 6 months. Let's check out this one here, the advanced one. Well, it looks like we can get in month by month there for $11.99, and that is probably the one that I think we'll go with. I'm actually going to sign up for one of these just for these video tutorials, even though I have a dedicated server at Pacific Host and could use that. I want to be sure as we work with a Joomla template and work with these tutorials that we're not going to run into any problems using this particular shared server account with Pacific Host that I may not notice on my dedicated server if I were to do them there. So I'm going to go ahead and sign up for this advanced plan for $11.99 a month. And if you get the same plan, then we will all be on the same page, and any problems that we might run into, we'll run into them together. So go ahead, get out your credit card again, sign up for at least the 1 month plan there. And just so you know, if things don't work out for you at Pacific Host, if you are not stuck with Pacific Host, first of all, you're just on a month-to-month plan. You can cancel at any time. But also, Pacific Host gives you a 45-day money-back guarantee on their service. So if for any reason you decide that Pacific Host is not for you, within the 45-day period, you can cancel and get your $11.99 or whatever you've been charged back. So you shouldn't feel like you're signing your life away to get this plan here with Pacific Host. You can cancel at any time. So go ahead, sign up, and within a few minutes, you will have your own host provider.